Today we're doing Caveman Style Steaks and Hasselback Potatoes. It's going to be delicious. Stick around and we'll get into all the details. Let's set up our Kamado Joe. Today we're using big block from KJ and lump charcoal. We're gonna bank all the charcoal in the back. I'm gonna use my Grillblazer grill torch to light these and get this up in about 60 seconds. No wood chunks on this one. Natural flavor of the steak and the charcoal is just fine. Heat deflector on the bottom tier of divide and conquer, and then both grill grates. It will set the protein and the potatoes up here. And our goal temperature is 375. And the reason why we're aiming for 375 is because I got potatoes that I usually cook at 400 for an hour, and so our plan is to simply cook these until around 115 and then pull them off to get this grill up to inferno mode, 600 degrees. Then I'm going to put the potatoes on a little pan and back on to the grill grates while it's getting into inferno mode to give us additional 15 minutes of cooking of potatoes while we let the steak rest and get the grill up to temperature. That's the strategy of 375 today and how we're setting this up so it's fired up. And then we'll get the proteins on the grill. Let's prepare the meat and the potatoes. Today we're using E3 meat. They are based out of Kansas, and I'm very excited. It's my first time using them. By looking at the intermuscular fat in between here, it looks incredible. I bet you it's going to taste even better than it already looks. So what we've done today so far is salt brine this with Diamond kosher salt an hour and a half before, and then set it out on the countertop for a few minutes while I was preparing the grill. And then since we already salted it, we are just going to add some garlic and some coarse ground pepper, use Frank's as a binder, and put that all over there, and use our meter plus to monitor the temperatures. And then as we talk about that, we also took regular potatoes. You clean them, and then you get 2 skewers, put them potatoes on, and then you just slice it with your knife, and it allows it to not go all the way through. You want to leave at least 1/4 of an inch open at the bottom so that you don't go all the way through, and just go from end to end. Put it in foil, help it not burn on the bottom, and just cook faster like a little blanket. And then you're going to get butter, and you're going to melt that, add some olive oil, some salt, pepper, garlic, and if there's any other ingredients you want to add, you could do that, and then just baste it in butter. Just let it just melt and baste the heck out of these things, and then we'll put them on the grill directly with the foil, and then the second half we'll put it on this tray as we get into that 550 to 600 mode, as we talked about when we were talking about setting up the grill. So let's go ahead and prepare these steaks by putting on the binder, and then we'll throw these on the grill. All right, friends, we are at that 350, again, indirect. Oh yeah. Come back, put these potatoes on. Well, I think we can do it this way. Here we go. So again, we're gonna let this ride until 115 for the steaks, and then we'll let them rest, pull these potatoes and put them back on here raise the temperature to 550, 600 so that we can get ready for that inferno mode and caveman style searing. So I'll see you back whenever we get to that 115 internal temperature on the ribeyes. All right, team, we're at that internal temperature of around 115 and already looking amazing. 117. We're gonna go ahead and set this aside. While this, and I'm gonna leave the meter in and just see what that carryover temperature is like. We're gonna also go ahead and move these potatoes over here while I get the grill up to temperature, and then we'll talk about this next stage here in a moment. All right, friends, as you saw before, we pulled off all the steaks, the potatoes, to let them rest. Mainly the steaks, and the Kansas City one cooked sooner because it's thinner, and my kids don't like medium rare, so that was the strategy there. Ribeye is for me. We're letting that rest as well in our tub here, our barbecue tub. We're at 500 and probably even hotter on the base of this basket. It's red hot, and that's what you want, that white red hot charcoal. That's where you want to play. I've got to place the steaks. It's right in the middle. Got a good spot for that. And I got the Hasselback potatoes on the back of the grill grate as well, using a pan just to give us that extra 15 minutes of cooking that I was wanting to get it over the top. So let's go ahead and get to caveman style searing. Woo! All right, I'm gonna bring you in closer. Let's caveman this puppy. Well, I hope you enjoyed that caveman style inferno mode steak searing. My gosh, it was so hot and yet so fun. We're gonna go ahead and cut into this, do a taste test, and give you our final review. These are my taste testers.
I'm Faith.
I'm May.
And we're gonna test the regular meat.
All right, friends, so we finished up slicing and doing that taste test. And once I took this inside, I realized it's the lighting outside. We actually have pink cover to cover from front to back of these steak slices. And so actually, you know what? We ended up nailing it on these ribeyes, and I knew I was cooking these more medium for my kiddos. And so I'll show you a picture of what that looks like inside. It was just the lighting out here that was hard for me to see it fully. And as you know, it tasted really good. You could taste the natural flavor of the beef and the ribeye. The simple seasoning of salt and pepper is really just all you need. And it's just a fun kind of showy thing to do, caveman. It's not one I would do every night of the week, but if you got a group of friends over and you want to impress them and just say, hey, check out a fun way to cook and sear a steak, then now you kind of know what to do. Get it up to 550 to 600, make sure it's white hot and the flame's going, and then just throw it on there for 30 seconds. If it's a thicker steak, 30 seconds. If it's a thinner steak, you probably don't even need to do caveman, but I went ahead and did that just to show you, and you could do that like 10 seconds per side if it's a thinner steak. And then we got these Hasselback potatoes that are just looking delicious. So we did some salt, that's a finishing salt, and then chopped up some parsley to kind of give it a good color, and it's looking delicious. I've had these before, so they taste good. I'm not going to eat them on camera, but I'm hoping you enjoyed this process and this cooking caveman style ribeye and Kansas City strip steak from E3 was excellent. So really enjoyed the flavor of their beef. So well done. Something for you to check out, and let me know what you thought of the cook. What surprised you? What would you do differently? What have you done? Put all those things in the comments. Things that you liked about it, things that you would do different, questions you may have. If you're new to Kamado Joe, you want to learn how to manage fire, certain recipes, check out the Kamado Joe playlist and all the different recipes that we've got on the channel to get you started. And again, I'm super grateful. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications. You know exactly what to do. It really helps the channel and we get to grow together. And I'm also on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, and I'm active on Instagram. So if you ever have questions or you want to problem solve something or share ideas, direct message me there as well, and we can interact a little bit more beyond just comments here on YouTube. So again, from my backyard to yours, less hate, more love, good barbecue. Till next time.